Hello and welcome, curious minds, to another exciting episode from the Curiosity Club. It's fantastic to have you back with us. Today, we're diving deep into a question you might have asked yourself while running, jumping, or even just lifting a pencil. How do our muscles actually move? It seems so simple, right? You think, lift my arm, and poof, it lifts. But the story behind that simple action is one of the most incredible secrets of our body. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of curiosity once again and become a muscle mastermind? Let's get started. First, let's think about what muscles are. Imagine them as a huge team of tiny, super strong workers, all lined up and ready for action. You have over 600 muscles in your body. Some are huge, like the ones in your legs that help you run, and some are tiny, like the ones that help you blink. But they all have the same basic job, to contract, or get shorter, and then relax, or go back to their normal length. This pulling action is what creates movement. But how do they know when to pull? They can't think for themselves, can they? That's where our amazing brain comes in. Your brain is the super smart boss of your entire body. When you decide to do something, like wave to a friend, your brain sends an electrical message. This message travels at lightning speed down your spinal cord, which is like a superhighway for information running down your back. From the spinal cord, the message zips along special messenger pathways called nerves. Think of nerves as the delivery service of your body, carrying instructions from the boss, your brain, to the workers, your muscles. So this super fast electrical signal from your brain travels all the way to the specific muscle you want to move. But how does a message turn into movement? This is where it gets really cool and a little bit like magic. At the very end of the nerve, where it meets the muscle, there's a tiny gap. The electrical signal can't just jump across. Instead, when the signal arrives, it triggers the release of special chemical messengers. These chemicals are like tiny keys that float across the gap and fit into special locks on the muscle cells. Once these chemical keys unlock the muscle cells, it sets off another electrical signal, but this time, it's inside the muscle itself. This new signal spreads like a wave through all the tiny muscle fibers. And what does this signal tell the fibers to do? You guessed it, contract. Thousands, even millions of tiny fibers all shorten at the same time. It's this team effort, this massive coordinated pulling, that makes the whole muscle get shorter and pull on your bone. And because our muscles are attached to our bones by strong cords called tendons, when the muscle pulls, the bone moves with it. And that, my friends, is how you wave. Now, what happens when you want to stop waving? Well, your brain simply stops sending the signal. No signal means no chemical messengers are released. The locks on the muscle cells close up, the muscle fibers get the message to chill out, and they relax, returning to their original length. The muscle stops pulling, and your arm can lower. It's a constant on and off switch, controlled entirely by your brain, happening thousands of times a day, without you even thinking about it. But hold on, muscles can only pull, they can't push. So how do we move our limbs back and forth? How can you bend your arm and then straighten it again? For this, our body uses a brilliant system of muscle pairs. For almost every muscle that pulls a bone in one direction, there's another muscle on the opposite side that pulls it back. Let's take your arm, for example. To bend your elbow, a muscle on the front of your upper arm, called the biceps, contracts and pulls your forearm up. At the same time, the muscle on the back, the triceps, relaxes to let the movement happen. Then, when you want to straighten your arm, your brain sends the opposite message. The biceps gets the signal to relax, and the triceps gets the signal to contract. The triceps pulls your forearm down, and your arm straightens out. They work together like a perfect seesaw, one contracting while the other relaxes. This partnership happens all over your body, for your legs, your fingers, even your jaw when you chew. It's this amazing teamwork that allows for all the smooth and controlled movements we can do. Let's zoom in even closer. What are those tiny muscle fibers actually made of? If you could look inside a single muscle fiber with a super powerful microscope, you'd see something that looks like stacks of even tinier threads. These are called filaments. There are two main types, a thick one and a thin one, and they are arranged in a repeating pattern. When the muscle gets the signal to contract, these thin and thick filaments don't actually get shorter. Instead, they slide past each other like interlocking fingers. The thin filaments are pulled closer together, which makes the whole unit, and therefore the entire muscle fiber, shorten. Imagine millions of these tiny sliding units all working at once. That's the microscopic secret behind the immense power of our muscles. And our bodies are incredibly efficient. Your brain knows exactly how much force is needed for a task. When you pick up a delicate feather, your brain tells only a small number of muscle fibers to contract. But when you need to lift a heavy backpack, your brain recruits a huge number of fibers to contract all at once, giving you the strength you need. It's like calling in just a few workers for a small job or the entire team for a big one. This precise control is why you can pet a cat gently and also throw a ball with all your might. But what fuels all this action? All this contracting and relaxing takes a lot of energy. Just like a car needs gasoline, our muscles need fuel. This fuel comes from the food we eat. Our body breaks down food into a simple sugar called glucose. When your muscles need energy, they use this glucose, along with oxygen that you breathe in, to create a special energy molecule. This molecule is the power pack that allows those tiny filaments to slide and the muscle to contract. That's why when you exercise a lot, you start to breathe harder. Your body is trying to get more oxygen to your muscles to create more energy. And it's why it's so important to eat healthy foods, to give your muscle team the fuel they need to keep you moving, playing, and exploring. So, let's do a quick recap of our journey into muscle movement. It all starts with a thought in your brain. That thought becomes an electrical signal that zips down your nerves. At the muscle, the signal releases chemical keys that unlock the muscle cells. This triggers the tiny filaments inside to slide past each other, making the muscle contract and pull on a bone. Muscles work in pairs to move you back and forth, and they are powered by the energy from the food you eat and the air you breathe. It's a complex, beautiful, and incredibly fast process that you are using right now, even just by sitting and watching this video. Isn't the human body just the most amazing machine ever built? From a single thought to a powerful leap. It's all thanks to this incredible system of brain, nerves, and muscles working in perfect harmony. The next time you score a goal, draw a picture, or give someone a hug, take a second to appreciate the amazing teamwork happening inside you. You are a walking, talking, jumping miracle of biology. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure at the Curiosity Club. We hope you learned something new and exciting about your own amazing body. If you enjoyed unlocking this secret of curiosity, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next exploration. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.